everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Cowboys coming in at 7-6, going up against the Vikings, who come in at 10-3.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Gets past one man. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
And the big tight end shifting around. Now they try the right side here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fine.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second down following the run. They go to Elliott again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he knocks it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Chandler eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. Chandler. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go. Blue 90.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a handoff working right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go. Operating from the gun. Chandler, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run with Carey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ballard. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now back to the ground with Elliott. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a handoff as they run left side. Room to run past midfield. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Prescott now on second down. Caught by Nelson left side. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Prescott on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And again, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first down, Chandler going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded about a yard deep. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cowboys have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And now the spin. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriots.
They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. This is Carey. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Play clock winding down. Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off-play action. Chandler. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Defense showing blitz. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Finding some room at midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks a tackle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw on second down. Chandler. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very low. From the gun, Chandler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Here we go. Let's go. 3-19.
To throw again. Chandler. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to throw. Chandler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it third down and 10. Operating from the gun. Chandler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, Ray said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Room to run past midfield. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a handoff as they run left side. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chandler. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Chandler. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 23. And now out comes Minnesota. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looking to throw. Chandler, and that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw on second down. Chandler, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Chandler. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Chandler. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Throwing again. Chandler. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Chandler. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patrick. Watch it now, Barney.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
you You